Hello Stampers, welcome to 3D Thursday. Today I want to show you how to make this super cute little box. This was actually a box that I received in a 3D swap that my team did at our team meeting this month, and I just thought it was absolutely adorable. So I asked my team member Diane for instructions, and she gave them to me. So I've just been kind of playing with them, and I thought that it would be a good time to show you guys how to make this. So are you ready to get started? Let's do this. So we're going to start off with a piece of designer series paper that measures 6 inches by 6 inches. Okay, and this one's going to be just a little taller than the one that I received. Okay, we're going to take our trimmer because we're going to be scoring this paper. Okay, and what we're going to do on two opposite ends, we're going to score it at 1 1/4 inches. So 1 1/4 on that end, then we're going to flip it all the way around and do 1 1/4 on this end. Okay, then we're going to turn it 90 degrees, and along this side we're going to score it at 1 1/8, 2 1/4, 3 3/8, 4 1/2, and 5 5/8. Okay, now we're done with the score. Now we need to pull out our envelope punch board. Okay, and this, I am so sad to say, is retiring. And so if it's something that you are interested in and want to get a hold of, please go ahead and place your order ASAP before they are gone. Okay, so what we're going to do, okay, so then we are going to take our paper, and these are the two sides where we scored it at 1 1/4, and then this is where we started at 1 1/8. So you'll see down here is our little tab, and that needs to be down here at the bottom. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start across here. Okay, we're going to fold it on the top. You're going to put it so that your score line is right in the middle, okay, and that your left side is at 1 1/4. And then you're going to punch. Okay, we're going to pull it out. We're going to fold it at the next score down. You're going to put it in. Make sure your left side is at 1 1/4. You're going to punch. Take it out. Fold it so that the next score is down. Put it in there so it is at the 1 1/4. Punch. Pull it out with the next one. Fold. Line it up. 1 1/4. Punch. And then I don't know whether you're supposed to do this little one or not, but I did, and I thought it was fine. So I'm going to do this last one and punch. Okay, so when you get done, it looks like this. So then we need to hop up here to the top one. Okay, line it up and do it just like that, so that you've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 times that you've punched it. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to turn it 90 degrees, and now we're going to put it in so that it butts up against here, and we want to center it right in here. Okay, so we're just going to put it in there. You're going to eyeball it, okay, so that the middle of this is centered right in there. You're going to punch. You're going to move it down, eyeball it, center it right in there, punch, move it down, eyeball it, punch, move it down, eyeball it, punch, and oops, move it down, eyeball it, punch. Okay, so that it ends up looking like this. So you've just got a bunch of wavies and then these holes right there, and that's perfect. So now we are done with our envelope punch board, and it's just going to leave you a little pile of things there. So then what we need to do is we need to take a pair of scissors. And we're going to go through and we're just going to cut up from the bottom to the first score line. Cut up to the score, cut up to the score, cut up to the score, and we're actually going to cut that little rectangle off. We don't need him. Okay? Now you need either your liquid glue or your tear and tape. And you're going to find this little edge that you have here, and we're going to put tear and tape right along that little edge there. And I'm also going to put just a little piece right in there. Okay? Now I can go ahead and take the backing off my tear and tape, and we're going to assemble our box. Okay? So we're going to come around like here, and I'm going to do the bottom part first because I'm going to line it up right along there and right along there, and then this one should line up perfect. Okay. Okay. Now you're going to notice where your tab was, you're going to need to just trim it up a little bit so that it matches. So then you have this right here. Okay. Then along the bottom, you're going to go through and you're just going to start folding them down, okay, until it's got the shape that you want, okay. And I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue on here just so I've got a little bit of time to play. And it's actually these last two folds that need the glue, okay. So I'm going to put a little bit on that one, put some on that one, and then you kind of got to manipulate it in your hand a little bit till you've got the right shape. Okay? And then when you've got the right shape, just hold it for a second, and then it will take hold. Okay? So there we have it, just like that. So now what you're going to do, because these are all scored, we're just going to kind of, if you just push things in a little bit, they just kind of do it on their own. They kind of fold in all on their own, okay? And then that is the little neck part where you're going to put some ribbon. So I am just going to get a piece of my polka dot tulle ribbon, and I love that this is carrying over to the new catalog. And where is there's my seam. Let's put that in the back. And I'm just going to pull this around, and as I tighten it, I'm going to help it a little bit. Just like that, okay? And the good thing about the tulle ribbon is you don't even have to tie it in a bow because it catches on itself. So it will hold itself just like that. Okay, so now you can decorate it in any way that you like. The one that I received had the bunny on it because it was right around Easter time. But what I want to do, because it's springy, is I want to do something springy on it, okay? So I'm going to pull out my trusty daisy punch because I just love it. And I'm going to use a scrap piece of the paper that I used on the box. Okay, sometimes these tend to stick in there. And I'm going to punch out 2 daisy pieces. Use a little bit of my Tombow glue. And I want them so that the opposite side is what's facing up. So on my box, it's the big checks. So I want the little checks showing on our daisy. Okay, and I thought I would use one of our new embellishments. So this is a sneak peek of something that's coming out in the new catalog. And now is these new flower centers. They're called Perennial Essence Floral Centers. So I just think they are the cutest things, and I love them. They look like, see if I can get a little closer for you, little balls of pollen. So what a perfect time of year for them. So let's see, if we put that in the middle of the flower, it's going to look like that. But what if we punch, and I'm just kind of playing here to see what I like. Oops, throw my card stuck on the floor. What if we punch a little white center? If that'll make it stand out a little bit more. And what if we go with the 3/4 inch punch instead of the 1/2 inch? Nope, that's too big. Let's see, what do you think? White in the middle or not at all? I kind of like it not at all. So forget the circle punches. These are self-adhesive, so I'm just going to take the little paper off the backing of it, stick that right in the middle of my flower there. I'm going to kind of take a bone folder and let's curl some of these leaves or the flower petals up a little bit to make our flower stand out a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow on the back of there. There's where my bow is, so we're going to stick that on just like that. And there you go. There is one of these cute little boxes. I don't even know what you would call these boxes, but it's made with the envelope punch board. I think it turned out so cute, and I really do like my flower on the box with the little flower center. So you'll have to be watching for those flower centers to come. But there you go. There is the box. I hope that with me putting the measurements on here as I go along, that it'll help a little bit with the confusion. But as you're making them, if you have questions, please let me know and I'll try to help you out. But otherwise, please share this video with your friends, and thanks for watching.